Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last time we met up with Lena and Morel. We were able to reunite the two, and we promised that we would try and find the Insulindian Phasmid. And it says we need to restock the trap that you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. I'm fairly certain it was the closest one to the Whirlinging Rags, because it was the last one we looked at, but we'll go ahead and do that if we can. We found out that Kuno was interested in the locusts, and then we decided to make his hobby lame, which is probably not the worst thing because, you know, you never know what kids are going to do with a box of insects. We have to try and get 2 signatures for Everart because they basically want to demolish the fishing village and make it a youth center, which will basically destroy their livelihoods, the people that are there. But we can find a way to forge the signatures somewhere private where we feel safe enough to sleep. So probably the fisherman's shack. We can also find the armored gloves because we found out that Cindy the Skull knew where they were after the tip-off from the punks, but it's the little girl that knows about it. And we are trying to find some communists to get ourselves organized. So we need to attend Steban's meeting after 10 at the Cape Side Apartments. And then there's been no change on any of the other tasks, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, like I said, I should try and do some exploring off stream to try and solve some things that would be a bit difficult to do, but I haven't had a chance to do it. Same thoughts as before. We do have 4 that we could investigate. I looked into the precarious world, and despite the fact that the research bonus for all red checks failing is pretty bad, because obviously you don't want to fail those checks, the reward for actually internalizing the thought is not that great. It means that you can do checks slightly better in that it reduces the requirement for a critical success, but it also raises the requirement, the threshold for a critical failure as well. So it's not even a 100% buff, it can hurt you as well. So I don't think it's worth having Precarious World. I don't know what the other 3 are like. Again, if I'm going to get rid of a thought, it will probably be Advanced Race Theory because my rhetoric cap is, you know, quite high anyway. So that's the potential to go. And then we have got a goal of if we want to try and take Lillian out on a date, we need to get our suggestion high enough to pass a check of 15. And I do have 2 points to play with. So we could raise that up to 5, and then we could have no tool in our hands for 6, and so on and so forth. So we could potentially get that up quite high. So, as we said about the tasks, we need to go over to the fishing village, or to forge the signature. Again, we need to go there for the Phasmid, find the gloves, and this is going to take some time anyway. I do have some things I can use to pass the time. So we've got the tape for the smallest church in St. Sains, the envelope, which is the forgery thing anyway, and the small primer for small kids. So, oh yeah, and we still have the weird noodle arm glitch, which is a bit strange because it's kind of hiding the hat as well as the pants. But yeah, we got the hat back from Annette, so that's good. All right, let's head off. We've still not spoken to Classier at all. We haven't been able to get into the room. I don't know what the trigger is to be able to get into that is. We are still running low on money, but that's just to be a given because, you know, I'm spending it on things that I hope will make the game a bit easier for me in terms of, you know, customizing things to be able to pass a check that I'm not sure I can pass, things like that. Just giving more options is better. I'm still sticking with the fuck the world jacket just because I think it's funny. And yeah, I think so far we're in a pretty good place. So I believe this is the trap that we need to reset.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds melancholy rustling.
This was the one.
Fantastic.
The lieutenant looks at the familiar contraption and shrugs. Release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation?
Who can say?
Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
I'm sure it was. Oh, also the other thing that I haven't checked yet, and I said I would do, is I don't know how much booze it takes to hear the rest of Idiot Doom Spiral's stories. We used up the last of Garachi's brew, but yeah, it could be use up everything, or it could be just use up a use. So we will figure that out another time, I think.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
So these are Lillian's twins, but we need to go to Lily, who should actually know where the gloves are. Oh, hello.
mister.
The netpicker's daughter waves at you, but there was a little check. What was that little thing?
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
Leaning against the wall where?
Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
I don't remember what the fishing rod situation was. Try to sneak up to the phasmid, leap toward the phasmid and clasp it in your hands. You're not going to be fooled again. You're going to stand here calmly and observe this non-phasmid until you see what it really is. Ignore the sighting, discard the thought. I'm not entirely sure what it's referring to, because I can't see anything leaning against the wall. Reaction speed. What if this is the fishing rod situation again? Let's not be fooled again, shall we?
Fine. It's not a phasmid. It's not even organic. Just a fire iron resting by the fireplace. But where's your sense of wonder, man?
Okay, I mean, if I was the only person in the room, then I might have gone for it, but I'm not. There's a child and Kitsuragi with me. Forget about the phasmid, fire iron. So was it trying to go for the fireplace? I guess so. Okay. Lily!
mister.
I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
You're not in any trouble.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
Empty house when no one lives. That could be the shack. Where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
He lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last two words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Don't say that. But it's in the sandcastle.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Let's go get those gloves. It does feel like it would be a bit of a shame to get all of the armor set apart from the boots, but I can't help that now.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Alright, we gained the T500 gauntlets and we've completed the task. Got the armored gloves.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Yeah, chest piece and gloves. Won't get the boots. I don't think there's a helmet. Maybe there is. So, have a look at the gloves. +2 interfacing, strengthening digits. Clenching and unclenching your fist has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. And what am I currently wearing? Wearing the Ultra Series gloves for unfiltered contact. Let's stick them on, shall we? It's a bit difficult to see on this screen. Let's see if we can get a better look. Yeah, you know, they're not bad. I like them. I'll keep them on, I think. +2 interfacing is very useful. Okay, so we found the gloves. Now we need to go back to Lena for the whirling and rags for the Insulindian Phasmid. And let's go to the shack while we're here, and we'll see if we can try and forge the signatures. Well, I'm not sure what forging the signatures will actually do, because I can try and talk to Lillian about it, but that doesn't really necessarily make it better. Well, I suppose I'll have the option to interact with it, and I don't have to do it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, interfacing is challenging, but I just put the gloves on, so that's probably why it's 92%. Let's do this, commence the forgery. So, before we do it, get Isabel and Lillian in the nameless fishing village down the coast to sign Everart's document. Once the signatures are secured, mail the document to Everart's accountant using the mailbox on the plaza in front of the whirling. Find someone to sign the document instead of the intended signees. Forge the signatures, but somewhere private where you feel safe enough to sleep. Because it's a red check, obviously I don't want to fail it, because that will blow the cover. But I'm not sure whether I actually do want to have the signatures signed. Shall we talk to Lillian about it? Can we talk to Lillian about it?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Huh.
Simmer down, bastards.
Yeah. Heroic 15, she needs to go on another date with another drunk badly. I was asked to get your signature. Hand her Everart's envelope. Okay. This is important, so I'm going to make a save before doing this. And hopefully, giving her the envelope doesn't lock me into actually having to have it signed. And then I can potentially do the red check, and I have a high chance of passing the red check anyway. So we can go that route. But this is a critical junction point, I think. So, make a save. Alright, and then let's talk to Lillian.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Alright, I was asked to get your signature.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everart's planning to turn some of the village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that...
Her voice trails off.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Or what exactly?
That Everart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
But I don't think any of them live here, do they?
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Use my pen. On second thought, don't sign the papers. Alright, we're not locked in yet, so don't sign the papers yet.
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
No one, really, but be seeing you. See, this is the thing, is like, she might be willing to give the signature, but is that a good thing for her family? I don't know.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everart wants to turn part of the village into a little youth centre. It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. Yeah. Never mind, I won't bother you with it. I don't think saying nothing ominous is very reassuring.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
She hands the envelope back. So she won't sign unless Lillian signs. Okay. Right. I can't interact with this outside with Kim, can I?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
So, -10, Everart's people could be watching you here. The thing is, if it wasn't Everart asking, I probably would be fine with a youth centre being built, because in general it should be good for the community, in theory, but the actual chances of it being good is different. I wonder if on principle, forging the envelope makes a significant change. Because it's a red check, so I can't do it again. So, alright. It's a bit weird, but I am going to make another save game. So I've got this one, which is just before talking to Lillian. And I'll make another one, which is inside the shack, so I can know in the shack is also before doing the forgery, but I can reset and say, right, talk to Lillian, have her sign it, talk to Isabel, have her sign it. It's a bit strange that it doesn't say Isabel is her name, it just says washerwoman. But we'll do this again, so. 2 saves before doing the forgery. And yeah, so let's go ahead.
An intricate web.
Did we do that? Let's go ahead and interact.
You take the legal documents
and
out
do
of
this.
the envelope.
Challenging.
12 to 40 months. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
So 2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. So the forgery is still saying that they are okay with this.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everart will have to start over.
So it screws Everart over a little bit, actually.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everart's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Put the documents back in the envelope. So now we have forged the signatures. Actually updated it, didn't it? Yeah. Yes, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. If I talk to them and say, hey, look, here's the envelope, will they comment on it and say, that's not my signature? Let's talk to Lillian first.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
No, she doesn't comment on it. I guess the game can't consider you giving them the envelope after forging it.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's one thing to sort of go ahead with Everart's plan, but because we successfully managed to forge the signature, it does kind of screw him over, which is kind of what we want, because as noble his intentions might be, Everart's a bit of a scumbag. And yeah, we've got the vagrants back here. So. Alright, well, we will carry on for now. So, yes, so we've done the signature one, we've done the Phasmid one, we need to go back to Lena. We need to wait some time for this. And yeah, I think we've got some. We actually don't have that many. We don't have that many subtasks we can do, which is interesting because this is still not getting us any closer to actually solving the murder. We still need to find the murder weapon, so a working firearm, and I have no idea where that will be. So for the time being, we're kind of just wandering around and hoping we'll turn something up somewhere else. So let's go back to the church. Ooh, what's this? The same address the lead promulgator of the fortress accident was looking for. Oh, we can talk to Suna about the 2mm hole in the world. Okay. Hello.
Yes, what is it?
How do you feel about manufacturing large quantities of drugs?
I see you've talked to them. Good. Drugs are illegal, and I'm not leaving this church, especially because of some corrupt drug lab idea you cooked up in that tent.
Wonderful. Now this place is also going to be a drug lab. Always something fascinating happening in tents.
Yeah, because Kim obviously didn't know about it because he refused to step inside. But just look at the back of my shirt, Kim.
His way to deal with this is, at this point, not to care. Do what you want.
But don't drag Kim down.
Wait. No. You can't say things like that when the lieutenant is present. Say it's a joke.
I'm just encouraging an active youth culture, nothing wrong with that. Mind-altering substances are a vital part of Anodic club scene that helps to bring the community together. Say nothing. Whoa, guys, I was just messing with you. Wave your hands around your head. Well, again, that's not going to convince anyone. This one isn't really going to convince anyone. Actually, none of these things are going to convince anyone. Let's be honest. I'm encouraging an active youth culture, nothing wrong with that. That's like trying to lie to yourself. This could technically be part of the Anodic club scene, but I don't think they're going to accept that. Yeah, well, I think this is probably the closest option we have to try and walk it back.
No, don't mind me. Go on with your little project. I'm sure you can spin it as an undercover op. Many cops do.
Just to be completely clear, I am here to conduct a citizen's investigation into a radio anomaly, and I want nothing to do with the local vices of marginates. Got it? Thanks.
He turns back to work. What if I just force you to leave? I'm a police officer, you have to do what I say. What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work. Yeah, what if you didn't have to leave?
I don't want to make anything work.
She replies, her expression unchanged. Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Ooh. So, suggestion check medium 10, convince her to cooperate with the Ravers. Her research isn't going well. We've discovered Fortress accident, and we discussed it with the dice maker, so it's 92%, which is quite high. So, yeah, let's try it.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
What is an off-site copy and why do you need it? By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the Doom commercial area? What's the off-site copy?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
He points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
Yeah, the whole point of being off-site is it's in a completely separate physical location. That's in the same physical location, just on a different level.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
She stares at you with pleading, furious eyes. You mean the Fortress accident in the Doom commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, bookstore lady? You mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
Actually, I've already been inside the Doom commercial area. Where exactly is the off-site copy? Well, she said it's in the machine, didn't she? I've already been in there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
So we didn't see it any other time before opening the ice bear fridge then. Where exactly is it?
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
Yeah, I didn't have an option, so I couldn't say, oh yeah, thanks for telling me it's in the ice bear fridge.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the off-site copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the off-site copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The notes was signed by someone named Sulislav.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. That feature creep and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
He crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
But that's the machine that we can't open with the pry bar.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. I found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Why can't you go and get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait, are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
That's a bit biased, don't you think? Yeah, people in Martinez don't really like to get with the times. Don't be too harsh, that's only because of their socio-economic situation. What if it does emit elemental evil? Narrow your eyes. That's a bit biased.
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rain Civic. I'm not making this up.
Okay, I can believe Plaisance actually doing that.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
This is an interesting option. By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge. Now, the game does say, don't be afraid to say something weird. People are more accepting of people in authority, like you. So, it's given me the option to say it. So why not say it?
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
Ooh, that's interesting. Not why a dead body, whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
But it could be important, you never know, Kim.
Whose body is it?
It's the body of the hanged man. Don't worry, I put it there temporarily. It's all part of an official police investigation. Well, we've said it, so we might as well go ahead and say it's the hanged man.
And what is it doing in the fridge?
Don't worry, I'll put it there temporarily.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
Just wanted to let you know. That's what I said in the first place. The investigation warranted it. It did, actually. That is the truth.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
I guess she's too focused on her work. But if I was told by a police officer, oh yeah, by the way, I'll put a dead body in that fridge, I'll be like, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. So that's probably what she's doing, but she's not vocalizing it to me.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Oh yeah, don't blab about this.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care.
I got 5 XP for it, so that's a good reason for doing it.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Qualsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Ooh, nice.
The legendary Kvalsund multitool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you.
Alright, I'll let you work in peace.